When we're working with charts based on a date or time dimension, such as trend time series charts, we can add a predictive forecast to extrapolate future values from past data. An automatic forecast calculates future values based only on the available data for the specific measure displayed in the chart. The details of the forecast are available in the chart details. The number of periods that could be forecast displays, along with an assessment of the forecast quality. If we zoom in to see a shorter time period, we can see the upper and lower bounds of the prediction range and the data points that fall in the middle of the forecast range for each time period. We can also see the dotted line that represents the past period forecast that shows how well the predictive model matches with the historical data. Note that when we select a data point in the forecast, we can see the specific values for the upper and lower confidence bound in the tooltip as well. We can refine the automatic forecast using the advanced options. For example, we can use the triple exponential smoothing algorithm to account for seasonal changes in the data. Note that the pattern for the forecast has changed. We can also specify additional inputs for our forecast. Using additional forecast inputs means that the calculation is extended to include other measures or calculated measures to see how they might impact the forecast. Note that future values for the period specified in the forecast must exist in the dataset for these additional measures for them to be taken into consideration. In this example, we'll see if the forecast for cash flow is potentially changed by whether there's an active promotion running. Note that the number of forecast periods changes based on the underlying data of the selected measures. The forecast now displays a different pattern with pronounced peaks that echo the previous values. If we want to be able to compare forecasts based on different additional inputs, we can edit the selection. We'll delete the existing measure and replace it with a measure input control. Here, we'll add two measures that represent the impact of having regular promotions or no promotions. An input control is added to the canvas. By default, the forecast is calculated using the first option of no promotions and follows the original pattern of the automatic forecast. When we choose the second option, the forecast changes to the pattern with the pronounced peaks. If desired, we can also choose to show or hide parts of the forecast, such as the confidence interval or the past period forecast line. Note that forecasts can also be added to line charts based on a date or time dimension. We need to drill down to the lowest level of the hierarchy for the forecast to display. The original pattern displays. For users to add a predictive forecast to charts based on live data sources, the administrator must enable the feature in the system configuration. The data needed to run the predictive algorithm is sent to the SAP server. Thanks for watching.